Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you people doing here? Back again with another football video here. So it's official. Gravenberch has officially joined Bayern Munich. That's right. And I am super excited about this move, obviously. And my biggest question about this move is whether he's going to be able to get some consistent playing time. Because, yes, on a paper, it seems very exciting that Gravenberch joined, and including me. Obviously, I'm excited. But obviously, we have to take into consideration is whether he will be able to outperform our current midfielders. Because obviously, the way how I see it, I can imagine that this upcoming season for Bayern Gravenberch is most likely going to be on the bench, and that he's most likely going to be used as a super sub, in other words, because that's just the way how I think it's going to be like in his first season, at least for Bayern, because I just think that he's going to have to take some time to develop and getting used to playing in the Bundesliga. But eventually, I think that this move is going to pay off its dividends, because obviously what makes Gravenberch such a great asset to any team is that as a midfielder, he also has incredible striking ability from outside the box, because obviously if you watch his highlights with Ajax, he had a couple of really incredible goals where, he was able to strike him from outside the box with precision. And that's the type of midfielder I think Bayern could have used, especially, from the time that we lost Thiago to Liverpool and all that stuff. Us getting Gravenberch is going to pay off its dividends, I think, within the next 3 years. I don't think that this is going to be another Renato Sanchez signing where it's not going to work out, because obviously, last time we signed a young and developing midfielder in Renato Sanchez after his incredible Euro 2016 performances, obviously he didn't work out with Bayern too well, and I'm hoping it's not going to be the same with the Gravenberch. So in a way, I am super excited to see how we're going to be able to utilize him and where exactly how he's going to fit in Nagelsmann's system and all that stuff. And me personally, I firmly believe that, like I said before, if he can, find a way how to learn from our midfielders currently, because I don't see him outperforming Goretzka and Kimmich. So obviously, that's why I think he's going to be on the bench for at least like a year or so, or at least one season, I think. But with Gravenberch, I think that this is a move that Bayern much really needed, especially since, I've been super vocal on this channel about Bayern getting themselves a proper holding midfielder. And, I'm wondering whether Gravenberch can develop into a proper, playmaking type of midfielder like how, Thiago, like how we developed Thiago into one and all that stuff. So that's that here. Gravenberch signs with Bayern, super excited to see. And now I want to talk a bit about the Lewandowski saga at Bayern, because obviously it seems to me that Bayern and Lewandowski, at the time of me recording this video, could be headed on a really, let's just say they could be headed for a pretty bad divorce, if that makes sense, because obviously I guess that Lewandowski feels like he's been underappreciated at Bayern and all that stuff for the most part. And obviously, I guess it's because Lewandowski just really, took the whole thing personally, where obviously we were rumored to sign Haaland, and Bayern apparently wanted to see if they could shop Lewandowski as a way to land Haaland at the Allianz Arena. And unfortunately, that did not work out for Bayern too well, because obviously Haaland, he's already at Man City. And it seems to me right now that that basically Lewandowski just feels like he's been underappreciated and betrayed by the Bayern board. And the way how I personally see it, I personally think in a way that I don't think that Lewandowski was really betrayed. I think that maybe Lewandowski is kind of overreacting here for the most part. That's the way how I see it, if you want to know my honest opinion on the whole, saga between Lewandowski and Bayern. Because obviously I would love for Lewandowski to stay at Bayern, and obviously, even if he does leave to Barcelona, I'm still going to back Lewandowski 100%, because obviously, listen, guys, at the end of the day, if a player is not happy at a club, then there's no point in forcing them to stay. And obviously, Lewandowski, he already won a Champions League with us. So obviously, Lewandowski, he really has nothing left to prove at Bayern, and that if he wants to leave, then he should be able to leave without being forced to stay, because obviously an unhappy Lewandowski is not going to lead us to a Champions League victory. Because if Lewandowski is unhappy at Bayern for the most part, then obviously, then what's the point in keeping him if he's going to be unhappy? So obviously that's why I still am hoping and holding out hope that Bayern by some miracle can land either Kalajdzic at the club, or maybe even land, I'm all open for us even getting Lukaku, even though, at Chelsea, he's had a pretty rough stint at Chelsea. I still think that Lukaku is a very solid addition to us getting ourselves a striker. So Lukaku, obviously, he would be a downgrade from Lewandowski, but I still think Lukaku is a solid player that I personally would love to welcome at the Allianz Arena, because obviously if we can just give Lukaku the confidence that he had at Inter Milan, then I think Lukaku can develop into an all-around great striker at Bayern if we do manage to sign him. But yeah, Gravenberch, he came to Bayern, so super hyped up about the move. I can't wait to see whether he's going to be able to make an instant impact, even though it might be impossible since already we have Kimmich and Goretzka. But if we just give Gravenberch time, and if we can just trust the process with Gravenberch, then I am firmly convinced he can do something special and be that special type of player for Bayern that he was for Ajax. So yeah, guys, let me know what do you think about this in the comment section below. Super happy we got Gravenberch. And as for the Lewandowski saga, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, if he wants to leave, then he should leave, you know. I mean, he should have the rights to leave, in other words. You know, he shouldn't, like, be forced to stay at the club. But, yeah, not too happy about Lewandowski possibly leaving. But listen, guys, it is what it is. You know, I mean, he's already given everything for Bayern and that. You know, he's an adult. He can decide. So that's all I got to say.